swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Stewart. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
On the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Handoff to the lone back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that defense...
That carry for
Bounds after a short gain.
at the 6-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Movement here from the tight end. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David Baddick.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Illinois right back to the line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
First down, Illinois.
Run in the red zone, it's McCray.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Swings it out to his running back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He got it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Coming after him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. Smart move to get down with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught near the sideline, it's Edwards. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll put the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Edwards. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Warren. The throw to the outside is complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated, because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some bounce.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The offense gets in those multiple tight end looks. You kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On the move, it's Stewart. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Hands it off. Fighting off the defender. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Timeout, Michigan.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He spins that thing down the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Michigan.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. That's caught. It's Edwards. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. Spins away from the defender. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Some misdirection with the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Play the analytics here. You go for 2. Trying to power it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan, 26. Illinois, 9.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Illinois! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're facing a third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Warren. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Pulls it in. It's Loveland. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. You're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Brings up second down.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Illinois lining up quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
With the catch, it's Franklin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receivers got to make the catch.
Finds his target down the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So trailing by 2 possessions late, they need a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Nothing but green ahead. At the 30. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Klein. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Defense might bring the house here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using the quick game. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Illinois right back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air. It's Altmaier. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
1st down here for the offense.
Timeout, Michigan.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They'll try the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slim. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Finds his man. It's Franklin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. Third down coming up.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they